The show will begin shortly, as always. I'd like to give it time for others to show. And the show will actually begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Night Show! I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Night of Entertainment, the one, the only TK Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Oren. You know what you can call me. I am your night host, the one who reads through the nighttime, who travels through this kingdom of entertainment to push back the sorrow and put a smile on everyone's faces. And here we are, reloaded, recharged, and ready to go as we continue our journey into Persona 3 Reload, where we're going to follow up on that cliffhanger I left you all on. With the final line.
It seems that, in addition to death, fate has also dealt you the wild card.
That's actually the first time we've been referred to as the wild card.
Also dealt you the wild card. You must accept your destiny. Our contract has been fulfilled. I have completed my role as well. You were truly a most
Nose, we love you.
guest.
He's been our bro.
How are you even standing right now?
Magic.
Hey, you can't be going out there by yourself.
No, don't go! No, Pete! What are you doing?
Damn it! Why? Why the hell can't we get up?
Don't do this! We've already come so far together!
God damn it!
Why aren't you listening? Come back!
Because sometimes we just gotta keep going.
I will. What can we do? How can we help him?
This is the moment they're gonna start cheering us on.
Give up. We're gonna get through this together.
Give him strength! Take my life if you must!
Power and friendship surges within you. Friendship feels like healing.
You better come back from this! You hear me? Don't believe it! He's going to face it all alone!
No, he's not alone! I'm not letting him die!
Our friends have our back. The power of friendship surges within you. I'm now gonna call this episode Power of Friendship. We're straight up blocking it with friendship. Go to Mario, best line.
Didn't you? Please, you have to make it back!
Let's do this.
Aw, even Shinji joined in. The Great Seal. Unleash the power within to seal Nyx. I want you to read what it says there, guys. You all see that. The cost for this.
We?
Space.
Did Nyx create this place? Or was it him?
Yamagishi, is he alright? What happened?
Everything disappeared after being covered in that light. I don't sense anything now.
Don't tell me.
Do you sense...
What the hell are you saying? That's impossible! Try again!
anything? Like, can you actually sense still?
Oh, wait.
Damn it! Not again!
We put our lives on the line just like he did. In fact, we came here expecting to die. So why only him?
Why am I so powerless? Am I really unable to protect the ones important to me? This is what I was trying to prevent.
You're out there, aren't you? I know you are! I refuse to believe that you're gone! Answer me! I know you're listening!
We're here! Say something, please!
I can hear everyone desperately calling out to me. What happened?
Don't worry.
That voice.
Yoji?
I will sleep once again. Peace will return to this universe. For you. And for him. He's found the answer to life's greatest question. It just happened a bit sooner than it will for the rest of you.
Life's greatest question.
Icus, you'll find the answer one day as well. Your life too is precious. Irreplaceable. You just need to realize how the bonds of friendship have changed you.
The bonds of friendship.
The Dark Hour will soon vanish from this world. You will truly be liberated from its dominion. The legacy of life will continue. Congratulations. You have the miracle you sought. May we meet again someday.
Now we're... How did we end up back... Hey! Look over there!
Oh, what's up with Tartarus?
I'm assuming it's not going to fall down on you. No, shatter like the weight of the Shadowlands.
It's finally happening. Everything's going back to normal.
Our job is done.
Now it's officially done. Until next night where we find out the Dark Knight is still around.
Wait, is that...
She walks out like a boss.
You're back!
Oh, they have literally
Thank
tears.
goodness.
You sure took your
Yes.
damn time! Seriously, you were really stringing us along there.
You had me going. I was starting to think we'd never see you again.
Guys, come on. This isn't the time to be crying.
You're crying too, Sanada-san. Finally, the team's all here.
Leader. Huh?
Even Icus is crying.
I won't stop. What's wrong with me?
Midst of my warm welcome, the dark hour is quietly coming to an end. This time never to return. The battle has ended. By an unexpected miracle, the world was saved from the fall. Peace was restored and people resumed their busy lives. No one remembered anything about the extraordinary turn of events, and so the season changed.
Yo! Damn, it's cold. But of course, you never miss a day of school, huh? I'm impressed. Man,
Funny, we actually, I'm pretty, no wait,
flew
I think we
by.
just missed the storm.
We're practically third years now. Only one more year of high school. You think there's anything interesting on the horizon?
You never know.
Looking at the current third years, I'm not really sure. Pretty much all they do is freaking study. Sure doesn't look like fun to me. Is that what we're gonna turn into next year? Man, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Hey, is that girl looking at us? Dude, she's pretty cute! How come I never noticed her before?
What are you talking about? She lives in the same dorm as us.
Wait, she does? What's her name?
How did that, how did you forget that?
Sheesh, then you barely know more than me. Anyway,
I mean, she never said she did.
This time of year.
That's weird.
So many people coming and going. Oh yeah, did you hear? Sanada Senpai's moving out. You know him, right? He's the captain of the boxing team.
Yeah, not that I really talked to him. And obviously all the graduates are leaving. Kirijo-senpai's getting ready to move too.
Kirijo. Oh, the student council president. She's in our dorm too, huh?
Man, what's up with that girl? Hey there! Are you looking at us? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. It's nothing.
She looked like she had something on her mind, huh? Wait, you think she might be interested in one of us?
Not you.
Not a chance.
Yukari and,
You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts.
well, everyone else has better
By
chance
the
than
way,
you.
Yuka-tan. Yeah, never mind. Forget it.
What? Just say it. Now it's gonna bother me.
Well, do you remember how we became friends? I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I was just wondering.
That's what I love
It's not like we're
most.
best friends or anything. But I guess
He wonders
it just
how
kinda
they were
happened.
friends.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what's weird though? I think I get what you mean. I can't really explain.
It does make me kind of wonder
Something
how these
just
how much of it was erased
feels
and why.
Now that I think about it, that girl.
Oh, crap!
The days have been going by peacefully without incident. Class is ended for today.
Sup, dude?
Sup, dude?
Wanna grab a bite at Hakakure? I haven't had their special in a while.
If you spot me.
Hold up! I ain't made out of money. I'm just a poor, broke high school kid here. Come on, man. We're buds, right? We even bonded while playing catch and everything, right? Guess we never actually got around to that, huh?
Maybe that memory's still there.
Hear me out for a bit? I got called into Miss Toriumi's office again. She asked me what I was planning to do after April. Dude, like I know. And I was trying to play it off, but then she got all worked up and gave me one hell of a lecture. It's just me? Or she gotten way more serious than before? But Machika was saying that you can't even bribe her with cake anymore. Oh, hey, did you hear from Tomochika about the new teachers coming in April? Apparently they're all women. You have no idea how stoked he was. Honestly, I was getting major secondhand embarrassment.
There's a line. No, I'm calling that a line because this is damn.
Well, none of that really matters to me. I already got a special someone.
The change in the voice, that's why I like when they give voice acting. You can just hear like he's pausing on that.
I did have a special someone, right? I'm not making this up or anything. I want to tell such a pathetic lie to try and look cool. I just thought that there was someone special in my life. Have I forgotten something important? Something I never should have forgotten? Sorry, man. I think I'll pass on the ramen, actually.
Yo. Dude, I heard the juiciest news just now. You want to hear it? Of course you do. Okay, here goes. This is just between you and me, okay? Get this. So, next month, I heard we have 3 fine-looking teachers coming in.
He says just between you and me, but apparently Junpei's already heard this.
After Miss Kano leaves, the faculty roster kind of loses its spark, you know?
No.
Miss Toriumi has that weird secret, Miss Onishi is obsessed with medicine, and Miss Terauchi is like going to India or somewhere. I mean, come on, even our school nurse is a guy. Sure, guy nurses are out there, but we could do better than him.
No comment.
He's got some kind of anti-hooky agenda. Speak of the devil, you don't look so good. You need to go see that devil nurse? If that's the case, sorry dude, but you're on your own. I refuse to set foot in that so-called nurse's office. Oh, and those new teachers are coming by today to check out the campus. I'm thinking about hanging around the faculty office to scope them out. Wanna come?
Kenji, you are still my least favorite fucking character. You are a piece of shit. And I wish you didn't exist in this game.
There you go again. Always the cool customer, aren't you? But look, we got electives to choose next year, right? So, we've got to make sure we choose the right one, if you catch my drift.
I really want to slam your head against your desk.
Wait a minute. Wasn't today... Oh, crap! Sorry, man. I gotta split before she gets here.
Who's she?
My little sis. She'll be coming here starting next month, so she's gonna swing by today and look around. I'm not gonna be her damn tour guide. I don't want to be seen leading her around by the hand everywhere.
I mean, I've never played Pikmin, so I wouldn't know who the hell fuck Louie is.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna jet. Later.
Doesn't even move. Now let's go for Yukari.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about you.
Okay, that's another thing. Our relationship has not been erased from her memory, so we are currently still dating her.
Can we go somewhere else?
Alright.
Thanks. You look like you're not feeling well. Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but I appreciate it. Hey, sorry for calling you out here. I actually have a little favor to ask. It's about my mom. I want you to meet her.
Oh my.
I mean, not in a weird way. It's just that I promised to meet up with her, but I'm still kind of scared. If I see her, I might end up saying some really nasty things. What if we end up hurting each other even more? I'm not trying to make her feel bad. I haven't fully sorted out my feelings yet, but I do want to see her.
Aww.
That's why I thought it'd be great if you could be there with me. You don't have to say anything, really. It's just that I'd feel more confident having you around. With you by my side, I think I could treat my mom with a little more kindness. So if it's not too much trouble, what do you think?
Sure.
You'll do it? Thank you. Okay, I'll call her up right away. I've been putting this off for so long. Sorry to wrap you up in my family situation. Hey, you must be thinking your life would be easier if I didn't have so many problems.
That's not true.
What? Are you saying you actually like my problems? Hey, don't worry about it. I was just joking, okay? Jeez. You know, it's almost spring break. It all went by so fast. We're gonna be 30 years soon. And after that, we'll graduate and go to college and then become working adults, I guess. Wow. It's hard to imagine. Do you think we'll still be together at that point?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, let's talk about the near future then. Wanna go somewhere over spring break? Oh, how about Destinyland? But just the two of us, okay? You better not invite anyone else.
That feels like a reference to someone, but I don't know.
We stay the night and stuff. I wonder if anyone at the dorms would notice if the two of us disappeared for a night. That's an embarrassing thought. We can talk more about it later. Don't forget to save some time during spring break, okay?
Alright, let's see who else we're gonna talk to. You go.
Are you going home now? Okay, then I am too. Well, at least I want to, but I've actually got somewhere to be today.
Where?
I'll tell you, but don't laugh, okay? I'm going to the public library.
Not exactly a laughing matter.
It's like there weren't any books about sports physiology and stuff at the school library.
I really wish they would let me put autos right now. There doesn't really feel like anything.
Studying done. Okay. Then
Any reason why I couldn't?
Since we've already bumped into each other, I kind of want to chat for a bit. Want to walk me to the entrance? Well, then, guess I'll see ya. Gotta go home and study.
I want you to stay.
Oh, you know I can't. Hey, remember what I told you before? About finally finding my dream? I never had anything to work towards until now, so I'll admit I'd been slacking off. To be honest, my grades really suck. It's been tough getting them back up. And that's why I need to work harder. I really, really want to hang out with you. I want to be with you. And I want to feel closer to you too.
Aww.
But I gotta be patient.
I'm assuming you don't get these kind of scenes unless you're actually, dating them.
I want to take my
Well,
dream
this kind
into
of
my own
scene.
hands and stand next to you with my head held high. I want us to walk towards the future together. You just watch. I'm gonna be so much more irresistible by then. I bet you'll fall in love with me all over again. Just kidding. But that's why I need to be patient for now. Oh, I know. Don't they say that food tastes the best after you've tried your hardest in a match? Well, this is just like that. If we're patient now and cool off for a while, then maybe later on... Wait up! What are you even making me say?
All this just
Anyway,
knowing the context
that's all I have to
later.
say. See ya. We'll hang out sometime soon.
Cuz.
Sorry, didn't mean to spy, but you're going out with Yuko, aren't you? I noticed she's been way more motivated lately. So you're the reason, huh? She even took a look at my knee with this huge book, pointing out all the muscle groups and where I injured it. She really knows her stuff now. Guess that's the power of love, huh? Well, she's a great girl. Better not catch you making her cry, all right? But I guess I'm the last person you want to hear that from. Besides, you're not that kind of guy. Oh, right.
Nobody tell them about the other girls.
I went back to the hospital to get a checkup on my knee. The results are in. It's 100% healed. They said I can run all I want now. Dude, I was so happy. I almost broke the doctor's back. I hugged him so hard.
Honestly, despite the fact in the original, I'm pretty sure he could be in one of 3 sports. I can't imagine him anything other than being interested in track.
But thinking about it now, how would things have gone if I'd kept running through the pain? I was pushing too hard, only thinking about myself. I got pissed off when things didn't go my way. So I threw out the advice I got, shot my knee to hell. Man, I was such a moron. At least I can see it now. I kept saying it was all for my nephew, but in the end, it was just about my own damn pride. I got you, everyone on the team, and my parents all worried about me. I didn't even stop to notice. I was a real selfish brat.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, man. Well, it took me this long, but at least I finally snapped out of it. Thanks, man. It's because of you I'm standing here on 2 feet. I swear, things will be different from here on out. I want to repay you all for what you've done for me. No more stubborn pride. I'm gonna listen to what others have to say. Even when it's not what I want to hear. Well, that's about it.
Do it.
I just wanted you to be the one I break the news to first. I'll run around to the faculty office and club room later to let everyone else know. Have a good one.
Oh,
This guy?
You don't look so good. Is the weather getting to you? It's been getting warmer.
I would love if we get colder.
There's something I wanted to tell you. Well, we're in the same grade, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to talk. Even so, I wanted to say this while we're both still on the student council.
I'm still on student council.
Well, this semester is just about wrapping up. All this means is I'm not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction?
I think so.
I see. Well, I feel differently. You're an optimistic man, so maybe society looks different through your eyes. Up until January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity.
Not wrong.
A society without a future. For many people out there, that's the reality. I was thinking how we could change that, what it would take to change society. My answer to that used to be reform by those in power. I thought that was the only way. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do so creates more problems. That's what the cigarette incident taught me. I realized how naive I had been.
See, he's grown as a character.
And it helped me arrive
I
at
like
a
fucking
different answer.
Kenji.
I think the best thing for society is education. Every last individual that makes up our society should have a right to education of heart and mind. I really believe that's what we need the most. And so, I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. A society is shaped by its people. Every person I help grow helps society grow by extension. You're not going to laugh and tell me I'm dreaming?
I won't do that.
I see. Well, I plan to do my best. That's all I wanted to tell you. That, and to say thanks. This was all because of you. So, thank you.
Next link to go on. You? Huh?
I was just looking for you. This came for you. It's from Hayase.
Oh, duh.
I bet his school is sorry he's gone. Oof, he was
Although I can't explain Hayase how he works.
But it's good news for us. Now there's nothing standing between us and total victory. Well, I'll see you around.
I received a letter from Hayase. I better read it.
How's it going? I don't know your address, so I'm sending this to the school.
Hayase's firm handwriting fills the page. I can almost see Hayase's face.
I'm doing good. I'm starting to get used to the job, too. The real reason I'm writing is because of track. Before, I'd pretty much given up hope of ever continuing. Except there was a part of me that refused to let it go. I don't care what it sounds like. Track and field was my whole life.
I can tell Hayase was in a good mood when he wrote that.
I guess the factory manager realized what's up and he wants to help me out. We're gonna make a track team here.
How the hell does that work?
Well, I call it a team, but it's really just a few guys at the factory. We practice after work and sometimes on our days off. The other day we did endurance swimming at Lake Biwa. We've even climbed Mount Hiei. We don't have fancy equipment like before, so we're not as efficient. But I'm still having a blast. Most of the guys are just in it for fun, so I don't really get to do any serious training. But I guess it'll even the playing field for them. How about you? You're still at it, right? I'm sure you're just gonna keep getting better and better. It's weird how badly I want to see you improve. Look. One day, you and I are gonna go at it again. And if I'm gonna be a good rival, then I've got a lot of work to do. It feels nice having a goal to work toward. Almost forgot what it was like. Oh yeah, and my mom's getting better. She's in a long-term care facility with lots of fresh air. My relatives and friends come by the house, so
that's good.
my siblings are in good hands too. Things have been pretty great these days. I feel like I can take care of the people who matter to me. It's really fulfilling. And I get to feel that way because of you.
Aww.
So, thank you. Can't wait to see you again.
Why you gotta make it so difficult? The letter ends there. Got all the warping around we're getting. Fuka?
Oh,
Norisa-kun, are you going home?
A bit pale. Are you doing all right? Don't overwork yourself, okay? Maybe you should rest in the nurse's office before you leave. I was actually about to head to the faculty office. Would you like me to walk you downstairs? I want to spend as much time with you as I can.
Let's not forget we were also dating Fuka.
I'd be happy to. Okay, let's head down to the faculty office together. Oh, it'll be kind of embarrassing to walk side by side at school, huh?
Yamagishi, what are you doing outside the faculty office?
Oh, well, I want to start a tech club.
Tech gloves? Are you referring to technician's gloves?
The fuck?
You'd have to go to a hardware store for those.
Where did you get a tech club and technician gloves?
Gloves? A tech club. Like a club all about technology and electronics.
You want to start a club now? Why is it always you, Yamagishi? Look, it's all
Why are you still a teacher here?
At least wait until April.
Huh? But I really want to get this group going. I promise I'll do my best to find members and all that. So, do I have your permission to start the club?
What? You don't even have any members yet? Then it's not even worth discussing. You can't.
Please note, Bebe's club has one member.
I must be going.
And he's gone. Well, looks like I need to find 5 people now. Would you like to join my tech club?
Of course.
Yes! I'm so happy to hear that. I was hoping hoping you'd help me. You know, I used to think it was wrong for me to like electronics. I always kept it to myself. Because I thought it was a strange thing for a girl to be interested in. But you accepted me for who I am. That's why I decided to be strong. And let everyone know who I really am. Even if people think I'm strange, I know it's okay. I have you with me. So there's nothing to be scared of. Now I want to meet more people like me and hang out with them. Since I kept my love of electronics hidden, I never had any friends who shared my interests. That's why I thought I'd try starting a club all about it. Because maybe there are other people out there who like this stuff too. And if so, I want a way to talk to them. I do admit I'm a little nervous though. But don't worry, I'll still keep going to art club. It'll probably get really busy, but I want to keep trying.
Makes me wonder, especially something I was going to bring up with Hiragaga's Link, because that's another one that was in the original. It was one of 3 options. You would get the same person, though. But in this one, they only did with 1. The reason for that was because they didn't want to record 3 times the dialogue for the scenes just for something that's And honestly, I can't say, well, I understand with track, I cannot see the other ones like kendo and swimming. I wouldn't say seem the best for reflection on the leg. I mean, I can't say for kendo, but legs, I don't know how much swimming. I'm going to finish that, stop that sentence right there, because I can't say it's, I don't know, legs just seems like the best. I'm going to turn up. I feel like the volume's too low. Well, no.
Next time, maybe we can talk about it more in my room. Now I really have to go. Bye.
Since we're right here, Mitsuru.
What's the matter? You don't look well. Are you tired? Try not to overdo it.
I'm gonna take a second to try to fix my headphones. Jesus. Sorry, that was bothering me.
I'm sorry. I should try not to call you that in public.
Wait, what'd you call it? Did I miss a line?
If you don't mind, could we have a little chat someplace else? I have some business to take care of later on. But I'd like to talk with you until then.
Sure.
Thank you. In that case, why don't we go to the student council room? I'd like to see it one last time.
I just want to see. Oh yeah, Minato, that's why. I thought she was saying something more.
So nostalgic, even though the entrance exams have only kept me away for a short while. The results haven't been posted yet, but I'm fairly confident that I passed. If that's the case, then this spring I'll formally become a college student. And that means I'll no longer be seeing this view. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to spare today. The company heads are conducting a briefing. The Kirijo group may appear strong, but it's actually rather frail. It could collapse at any time. I have to keep it together.
Any way I can help?
Of course. In fact, there's something that only you can do. Who else is going to help me clear my head when I need a change of pace? It's thanks to you that I learned to feel comfortable in my own skin, beyond my identity as a Kirijo. Before long, I'll be taking my leave from the dorm as well. I've begun packing up my things, but I haven't made significant progress. My books, my clothes, my photos, every one of them brings back memories. It's been a short but eventful 3 years. It all went by so fast, especially the year that you came. Whenever we spoke or passed each other,
I wonder how much in these scenes, how much do they remember?
my heart would burst. I never knew I had these emotions just waiting to be given permission to be felt. I wonder what would have become of me if you hadn't transferred to this school. If I hadn't met you, would I have gone through with the arranged marriage? Or would I have gotten on my motorcycle and left it all behind? Fate is a mysterious thing. Well, there's no point in dwelling on the past. There are things that need to be done for the future of the Kirijo group, as well as my own. And for your future as well. You know what I mean, right? Come introduce yourself to the heads of the family sometime. Don't worry, you'd only be saying hello. I'd just like them to know who you are. Well, it's almost time. I'd best be on my way. I'd love to see you back at the dorm, but I'll be out late tonight. Perhaps this weekend? Just the two of us? Who else will lend me their shoulder when I need a little support? You're the only one.
A weekend alone with Mitsuru.
Come on. Try and name someone who could do the same. Was that a bit much? Well, now you know how serious I am. I need you in my life.
We were talking with one of my coworkers. They commented that apparently you're now engaged to Mitsuru.
Now then,
That's a hell of a situation. Chihiro?
Oh.
There's the sun.
Are you okay? You don't look so good. You should get home and rest before it gets worse. Right now, Oh, sorry. This isn't the time to talk about that.
What is it? There's the sun.
I suppose I can tell you. It's nothing important, though. Look at this flyer over here. The dark history of student-teacher romance? People are free to fall in love with who they want. There's nothing wrong with that. I can see why it would be a problem if it was between a teacher and a student, but that doesn't give them the right to make fun of it like this. I'm going to write a letter of protest to the school paper. Oh, I'll be alright on my own. I'm going to do this by myself. Thank you, Senpai. There's one thing I've decided for myself. It's not much, but I'd like to continue on the student council for next year, too. It was because of you that I was able to change. I know that for a fact. And I never would have met you if I hadn't joined the student council.
We see how strong she's gotten.
That's why I want to stay
in 4.
involved. At least, I hope I can. I want to be able to like myself more. And I want you to like me more, too. I want to be the first one you think of. That's why, I love you.
Damn.
What am I saying? I can't believe I said something like that at school. I'm sorry. Well then, please excuse me, but maybe next time we could go home together. I have so many places I'd like to see, and I want to visit each and every one of them with you.
Yeah, now let's go back. Already talked to him. Some of them disappear, and now we're going to see an answer to something we probably haven't seen too much. I can hear Mrs. Toromi's voice from inside, but I said if you didn't realize it last episode, if you didn't realize it by now, you're gonna realize it right here now. If you didn't realize it by what happened last episode.
Anyway, you've been different lately, Miss Toriumi. You're looking more and more like a professional.
Apparently you can't bribe her with
Lesson
cake.
The other day really caught my eye. It seemed like you spent a lot of time preparing it. I've never seen you so passionate about teaching before. It's unparalleled.
Unparalleled? Well, yes, I have been studying while making preparations lately. Things like how to best communicate the lessons I'm looking to teach. I guess it does seem kind of out of the blue, huh? The thing is, I've decided to stop wasting my time only looking at what's right in front of me.
How wonderful! I'm impressed by your change of heart. What brought this on?
Well, when I was just goofing off one weekend, I met someone. After that, I took a closer look at my life. That person... Wait, they were real, right? They had to be.
Ah, yes, I understand. I myself once had a similar epiphany. Now that I think about it, I met my darling husband thanks to a destiny called fate.
Boo.
Destiny called fate?
Also, no one wants to tell the idea of that. No, yeah, that is redundant because the implication of destiny and fate is, you know,
if you'll excuse me.
Something's destiny is the idea of fate. The teacher seemed busy. I should get out of the way.
Oh, is everything okay? Do you need something? You don't look well. Maybe you should go to the nurses. Wait, you dropped something. What? Huh? This phone wallpaper...
Now, mister. No cell phones at school.
It was in his pocket and it fell. That's not...
I read downward. Love you. My. What a charming confession of love.
That wasn't just...
Did you make this?
No, it was made by...
Hey, I have absolutely no clue what
I didn't say who it was made by. Yeah, if you didn't get it, if you didn't realize it by the link.
What's going on? Why do you have this screen cap? Oh, don't tell me you got it online. The only ones who on that server were...
Yep. Maya was our teacher.
It couldn't be.
Down, Miss Toriumi. Help!
I'm sorry, it's just...
You're Tatsuya? I said all that to you?
I should freak out. I give props to whoever had to program this scene. I keep laughing.
I quit school. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. Oh, I can't live with this. Just kill me now.
Hello, Mayas.
You really are. I'm Maya. I'm Maya.
Yeah, I think this is why it's the only reason her social link was never voiced.
Why don't you say something?
She's just turned into a Tsundere.
This is so embarrassing. But there was one thing I wanted to say. If we ever met face to face. I was able to turn my life around thanks to you.
But yeah, I think this is the only reason her link was never voiced. Because if they voiced it,
Smile off your face, or I'll wipe it off for you with my fists.
it would have given the twist away because you would have recognized the voice. That's why I said when you could hear Maya's in the social link, not in the social link, in the final boss fight with Nyx, you would hear... She just asked him out. I'm sorry, that was amazing. Alright. We talked to Kaz. We talked to... Well, yeah, we can't see anything with Hiraga, because... Oh, Akiko.
Hey.
It's quite rare for us to bump into each other here, isn't it?
What brings you here?
Nothing much. Just felt like looking around the school, that's all. After all, this is my last day here. The days flew by in the blink of an eye. But at the same time, it felt like this year would last for an eternity. I've dedicated all 3 years of high school to boxing, and nothing else. Was there really nothing else? Never mind. It's nothing. I guess hanging out with everyone at the dorm counts as something. We even made pancakes together. We had some good times.
So I would say, I'm guessing, for the most part, anything that was related to the dark hour is what got erased.
If we hadn't lived in the same dorm.
Although that doesn't explain I guess, because it feels like none of them remember shit about her. It's not like all their memories were dark hour related.
I'll be leaving the dorm soon, but that doesn't change the fact that I'll always be your senpai. If you ever run into trouble, you can tag me in. Whatever happens, I'm on your side.
I'm trying to think, did we miss anyone in school? Let's see, we did just... No, I think the only other person we could have gotten in school was Chihiro. Not Chihiro, well, no, Baby, we never got... Hey, I say we never got farther enough, so he won't... They won't show up here. Yeah, I know. Time to start looking for the rest of the links. Oh, Ken.
Oh, Senpai. I'm glad I found you. It was kind of nerve-wracking to come to the high school campus all by myself.
You cannot be old enough for high school.
Anyway, I'm here to drop off something Sonata-san forgot.
Why did they ask you? And who asked you?
He's so put together, but sometimes you can be just a little scatterbrained. Oh, speaking of forgetfulness, do you remember someone named Aragaki-san? He was at the dorm for a little while. I didn't really talk with him all that much. But whenever he crosses my mind,
You know what you did.
ache in my chest, and unbearably sad. It's as if I've forgotten something important, though I'm not sure what. I get the feeling that there was something I had to do. I just don't know what it is or why I feel this way. Oh, sorry about that. You're really easy to talk to, so I kept going on and on.
Please don't talk to me, Ken.
I appreciate that you always listen to what I have to say, though, Senpai.
I still haven't forgotten that cheap shot you did on me.
You even went with me to buy tea, and you don't treat me like I'm just a little kid.
You are a little kid.
So, thanks for everything.
Yeah, I think we've gotten all the links that we can see in the school. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps showing these ones. Let's go to Palladonia Mall.
Aren't you the boy who used to talk to the monk upstairs? He actually called here trying to reach you. Seems like he was wondering how you were doing. Come to think of it, I think he left a message for you. What was it he said again?
I don't know if they give the bartender a voice actor just for this scene.
Hey, don't give me that look. Just hang on a sec. Ah, found it. Here you go. I actually wrote it all down. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? Let's see. Oh man, the handwriting is awful. Who the hell wrote this?
You did, apparently.
Found my wife and son. My son's still a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. She's like an old witch. What do you want? I'm on the phone. Hey, don't write this down, all right? Lots happened, but I apologized 1,000 times, and I worked to make things right. I guess you could say we fell in love all over again. I realized, instead of holding on to my pride, I needed to just suck it up and apologize. It's all thanks to you. Well, you take care, kid. If it's meant to be, we'll see each other again.
That's the gist of it. I'm pretty sure I got everything he said. Oh, and don't bother asking for a number. He didn't say. But like he said, you'll see him again if it's meant to be. Don't they say, like, fate lies in God's hands or something? Oh, wait, that'd be Buddha for the monk, huh? Anyways, that's that. If fate does bring you two back together, why don't you come party over here again?
And that just stays there, even though.
He left you a bottle tag, didn't he? Yeah, I'd give you the bottle, but...
Oh.
How many
That's
years
no-
will it be until you're old enough to drink? Well, I'll save it specially for you. Until then, make sure you stick to soft drinks. I'll see you around.
No, I guess that's how you think. Huh. That actually makes me interested for the ones that were still showing up. If I talk to them again, what will happen? School gates, because I'm actually going to test that right now. Because he actually did disappear.
Dude,
Did he?
are you good? You look kind of tired. Go home and get some rest, man. Good health is the most important part of training.
The irony of Kaz telling us
Still
that.
signed up for the spring tournament. You slack off, I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Man, I had everyone worried sick. Well, the Miyamoto family has a saying for times like these. Nothing repays a debt better than hard work. Just you watch. Next run I do is gonna be a record breaker.
No, I guess if you talk to them multiple times, they'll clear up.
By the way, no one even talks about the cigarette incident anymore. For everyone except me, it was a minor, easily forgotten incident. But I don't think I'll ever forget it. And I won't forget you either, of course. Thanks again.
So I guess you gotta talk to some of them multiple times. I wonder, who did we not talk to then? Was it Kenji we can still talk? Apparently!
Damn, this sucks. I really wanted to see those new teachers. I don't want to wait a whole month.
I still hate you.
My sis enrolls next month. I'll introduce you to. She loves to yap, but maybe she'll shut up if you're around. Just help me, for the love of God.
No!
Wait, but then you'd become my brother-in-law one day, huh? I don't know about that.
Mate, why the fuck would I be your brother-in-law? I ain't marrying your sister.
Shit, I gotta go. Later.
Kenji, you are just a useless ass character. Alright, now that should be every scene we can see in the school. Yep, now they're all been removed. Shrine. Familiar man and middle-aged lady.
It's you, right? I'm Maiko's father, if you remember. Do you have a minute to talk? I've been dwelling a little on what happened. Perfect. If you don't mind, let's take a walk down to the takoyaki stand. I'll buy you some. My treat. The food there sure is good. But you knew that already, didn't you? When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She's a good girl. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
She's so good that I wonder if she's really my own child sometimes. She actually sent me a letter recently. It's chock full of details about her new life. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school and has had to get up early to clean the cages. They scolded her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I guess she can be a bit absent.
I had to do that one. Well, not a friend, but I had to copy one of my classmates' homework before. To be fair, I was only copying the questions, though, because I lost my sheet. That was a funny study hall conversation.
Her mother's doing well, too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Must be nice. Nowadays, I just come home to an empty house. The rooms feel so big without those two around. I wonder if she feels the same way. Living in a home with no father in it. We put her through so much because of our own problems. I feel terrible about it. By the way, I've actually got a bone to pick with you, too. Maiko must have really
Why?
liked you, huh? She wrote all about it.
I can't wait to grow up. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm going to marry him someday.
What the hell is that about, you little punk? You were taking advantage of my little...
Motherfucker, she's a preschooler.
Still her father, damn it. And I'm
I love how he's going Papa Wolf here, but she's a preschooler. What the fuck do you think this guy's interested in her like that for? Remember how he agreed to buy us, treat us to something?
I heard he had a hand in the hidden menu at Hagakure as well.
Oh, yes. I've heard the same story. They say he tried a bite of some dish. Then he said it could use some fish flakes. So they put some in, and sure enough, it was delicious. Now it's an item on our hidden menu. I'm a big fan of it myself. I had him come up with some ideas for Wakatsu, too.
Yes, he's the one. Suemitsu-kun put our coffee on the map, too.
He's another one I don't care for, but the more... He's not as bad as... It's just because there's nothing special about his link.
Appearance and behavior are... How should I say this? Eccentric?
Like, there's nothing to it. It's just basically eat food, cult.
But he knows everything.
And hell, it even looks like you have to worry about the fact that
Refined. He's in a league of his own.
the link is actually supposed to be broken.
There's not a restaurateur around here who doesn't know him.
Is he that famous? So when you heard he was planning to leave to tour the country...
I was shocked and disappointed, of course. But I'm glad to hear he's doing well for himself. I hear he's got a book coming out. It's very exciting. Even when he's far away, I can still feel him. Wait, don't run that.
Are the rumors about a King Suemitsu statue being built in this shopping district true?
Oh, yes. I can't wait. I'll be rubbing it every day for good luck.
Oh, that just sounds wrong.
Oh, are you a student from the area? Do you mind if we get a few words from you? Are you familiar with a high school student known as the Gourmet King?
We went to the same scroll.
Oh, your uniform. So he went to Gekkoukan High then. Thanks for your time. I'd love a chance to meet him myself one day.
Then we continues. Who's next over here? Oh my god, they're outside the shop?
Well, look who it is. It's been a while. You've grown so much since the last time I saw you.
Now, dear. They don't grow that fast. What must have happened is that we shrank. Isn't that right?
Oh, is that how it is? Looks like you got one over on me.
You are hunched over.
You know our old shop here, Bookworms? I'm thinking it's due for a makeover. Something fresh, avant-garde. I can't let Gekkoukan's new school building hog the spotlight.
Good idea.
Ain't it? I'll hash out some plans with my dear and make this place even better.
Speaking of the new school building, they've decided to replant the persimmon tree.
Aww.
It'll be moved to a special location on a hill overlooking the whole campus. Our dear boy will be able to watch over those students for many more years to come. I know the tree isn't actually our son, and yet, this makes me feel so happy.
Ever since my dear heard the news, she's turned into a leaky faucet. Come on, give me a smile.
Please, dear. I think your dentures are falling out. Anyhow, we'll be supporting the GeckoCon students with renewed strength in our hearts. Looking at you again, you really did grow, didn't you?
Naruto-chan.
You've overcome great hardships, I can tell. Come back and visit us anytime. We'd always love to see you.
Let's do miss my own grandparents, especially my grandma. Oh, they have more.
We can get that young man to spread the word at GeckoCon. There'll be no end to our customers. Not a bad idea, eh, dear?
Come now. Don't make him do our work for us.
You don't have to put it like that. Besides, what are grandchildren for?
Aww.
Oh, you.
He literally sees us as a grandchild. Oh, it's the same idea.
You don't have to.
Oh, you.
I think that's actually kind of sweet. They see it. He sees us as a grandchild. All right, back to the shrine. Middle-aged lady.
There. Oh, excuse me. Are you?
Aristo-kun? And you are?
Oh, excuse me. I should have introduced myself first. I'm Miss Kamiki, Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time...
Still can't believe he just disappears in a blue...
Talk for a while?
Blue light like that.
That's wonderful. Please, sit down. Today is... a special day. What a coincidence, seeing you today. It must be another one of God's whims. Today is my son's, Akinari's, birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive.
Damn, yeah, he's officially dead.
19 years. It was
Damn.
too soon. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. Akinari had a genetic disease. I'm completely healthy, but him... The doctors detected it when he was born. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood.
Damn.
Every day, I worried whether he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad that I was born into this world. I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you for the life you've given me. He suffered so much, and yet he still said that to me. But Akinari brought me so much happiness too. Feeling his warmth as I carried him in my arms after he was born. Those tiny hands. That first smile. Hearing his breathing as he slept at night. Every day, I was so grateful he was alive. Every day, I found new joy in him. Now, I'm so alone. And there's nothing I can do. But my boy gave me so much. I have to keep going. Looking straight ahead. That's how I want to live. I'll eat the finest foods. Visit the most exotic places. I'll do everything. Absolutely everything that Akinari couldn't. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done on that day. When we meet again
she's gonna
on the other
go
side.
explore.
If I didn't have that to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That reminds me. When my son's condition worsened, he started writing a children's story. But when I was cleaning out his room, I never found his notebook. He said he wanted you to be the first one to see it when he was done. Then he laughed and said I would be second. I suppose
he wasn't able to finish the story.
I have the notebook.
What? My son, he gave it to you?
He lived long enough to do it. I explained how I received the notebook from Kamihiki, and I heard the entire story. That I heard the entire story.
I see. So you did. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. Oh, you should hold on to his notebook. I'm sure that's what he would want to. I'll hear the story from him directly when I see him on the other side. Now I have one more thing to look forward to. I'm glad I could finally meet you. Thank you. Before I go, let this old woman give you one piece of advice. Take good care of the ones you hold dear. If you wait until their day comes, it's too late. Clinging to their cold bodies won't bring them back. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari, or me, or even you. It's all the same. So before that happens, it doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it. But if you love someone, let them know it. We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should all lift each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with people too. Don't ever forget it.
When he left Mother left without looking back. And that would be the last link we can look at. Well, there's Konohamaru here, but... Right. Formerly a hotel, renovated as a dormitory for Gekkoukan High School students. Like the other school dorms, it had by both boys and girls. Huh. Yeah, because we've already seen all the other ones. Front entrance. I mean, there is one that's still technically missing, but you can't see it until ahead of time. Arf. Wine. Seems like Konohamaru is worried about me. I probably look like a mess. Wine. I'll get some rest later. Arf. Konohamaru's expression brightened. He seems relieved. Arf. Arf. Konohamaru isn't budging from his spot. Guess he won't be leaving anytime soon. And that, I think, is the it for Konohamaru. So maybe I should head inside. Go inside. The TV has been left on. Showing the news right now.
Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corporation, producer of Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. President Tanaka has made an undisclosed private expenditure that caused quite a stir in the media. With us is our reporter live on scene. Take it away.
I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air is thick.
Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as things unfold. Back to the studio. The unaccounted for expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize he is guilty of tax evasion.
Oh, no question. This is President Tanaka we're talking about. All he cares about is lining his own pockets, and he does it by swindling his own viewers. He could become the richest man on the planet and still never be satisfied. Why doesn't he donate some of that money for a change? Damn Scrooge.
And if again, he actually technically did.
Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something's happened at the scene.
President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's about to sing.
Ready to go? In your TV?
Tanaka's Commodities! Everybody's ultimate friend in greed. Hi, everyone! Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers shout for joy so loud it's considered noise pollution. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds. And we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world.
Hey.
That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business.
President Tanaka's car drove off. Rip.
Oh, he's gone.
What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a reporter? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, you're just giving him free advertising.
We'll have to interrupt you there as we've just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, "Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I am not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products, guilt-free. Amazing Commodities, here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or you'll miss your chance. You'll see. Bye-bye." Apparently, he had no intention of revealing his use for the funds.
Does he have no shame? This
No.
Tanaka guy. Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean that we're his little playthings. On behalf of the people, I have something to say, and I am not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the excesses of capitalism should be.
Yes, thank you very much. This concludes our special report. With no clues as to the utilization of said funds, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market. This just in. We have reports that Amazing Commodities stocks have suddenly skyrocketed.
Yep, I can see why. The report continues. And that, unfortunately, I think is the last one we can see. My whole body feels sluggish. I'm too exhausted to fight the fatigue. 30 years graduation ceremony's tomorrow. I should head to bed early. It's Aragi's room. Otis will cherish what he left behind. I'm feeling very tired. Should I go to bed early today? There's not even an answer. I've got a text message. Question mark, the sender's name is blank. Who is this from? Thank you. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Ryuji. For some reason I feel very tired. Maybe I should go to bed early. Go to bed.
It's me, I guess. May I please come in?
Damn. Just a sec.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you.
What's on your mind?
I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten. But I remember. That day we...
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away. Like you did during the last battle.
I'm not going anywhere.
Today is graduation day, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others? We can enjoy the peaceful view of the city.
The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the third-year class to know that we're truly proud of you. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo-san.
Thank you. This past year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you know, my father unexpectedly... He unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Like she's like pausing on it. Like,
Oh, that's rare.
she's stumbling. It's weird to see her like that.
It's a big day. It must be tough to talk about her father.
I remember now. That's right. After my father died, there was a time I lost motivation to live my life.
Am I forgetting something?
It's weird to see Junpei without his hat. They're all remembering. Damn, how the fuck did Ken get here? Did he run all the way there? Those legs cannot take him anywhere.
Remains in my mind. And the reason.
I promise.
Mitsuru.
That's right.
They all suddenly remember.
Wonderful friendships.
Don't ask what's the key moment that made them all remember, but damn.
Senpai!
Damn, she just jumps down.
Yes, I did as well. Let's go. They're waiting.
No, give no shit about the ceremony. I guess holding her hands up.
The wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end.
Say love you.
We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us. But as soon as you
All
come to
running
terms with
up to the
it,
top.
you realize something. You see what really matters.
Dude, where's got his hat back?
And find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned learned that I wasn't strong enough. I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given.
It's about to get
me,
worse.
It was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive.
Even I'm tearing up at this. And
do it for
we
you.
haven't even gotten to the part that really is tragic here.
My life will have meaning. So, thank you.
Don't cry.
Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good.
There's some people say she looks more human in this scene, but I don't see it.
They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just
I will say, Junpei's hey 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 does not match, because they are not implied to be on the rooftop yet.
meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life.
This is tragedy.
Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us.
I'm getting sleepier. My eyes feel heavy. Close them. I don't know what about the scene people imply that's supposed to, I guess, looks human in it.
It'll be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
They made it. But not in time. They didn't make it in time. That's the real you know, the sad thing is, this is the good ending! But that is Persona 3 Reload. Sorry, I'm gonna take a minute. Yeah. Yeah, Marcus, you said depressing, but we didn't even get to the part of the really depressing is they rushed all the way to get there, and they didn't even make it in time, which is admittedly is why I say the manga does not have a good ending, because the manga, he gets back up, implying he's not. Oh yeah. Alright, what can I say about Persona 3 Reload? Well, I'm a little sad we didn't get a chance to play as the female in this one. I really wish they had allowed that. Or at least carried over more from the female, like the characters you could see from the female route that are at least mildly more interesting. Like, for example, Rio, not Rio, Sayo, Hari, I don't know how to pronounce her name. There's other ones I feel like, but most of the links are actually a lot better. Well, admittedly, Rio would have been probably a little harder to do with the male protagonist. She's a lot better than Kenji. I'm sorry, Kenji sucks. Him and Sumetsu, I've made my points clear with them. They are my least favorite links because there is nothing of substance to them. Like every other link we have, even the student council guy was more entertaining, and like we saw growth in their characters. While those two, I mean, Kenji's literally just, oh, look how hot these characters are, and that's it. And Sumetsu, while he's a little more improvement because he at least shows character growth, he's still there's still nothing of substance to his link because it's basically just the guy keeps stuffing himself with food and most likely over eating, matching what his body can take, and a cult that really means nothing. Plus, he's also the only link we have that, you know, has to break before it continues. Although I think in the original, it's better than the original because in that one, I think it breaks and it's not the same meeting, which, but overall, I do think Persona 3 and Reload is indeed a fun game. I like that they carried over some things. I like that we actually get more focus as a group with C's, like with the whole, cooking in the kitchen, planting flowers. I do wish, and the green books, like I do wish there was more with that, because if you only notice, not all characters do participate in all parts. For example, we never were reading a book with Yukari. We never did planting with Yukari. You can't watch anything with Mitsuru. You can't plant with Mitsuru. You don't plant with Akihiko. And I don't think you can read with him either. Junpei you never cook with. I also don't think you read with... Actually, I think Junpei you can only plant with. I don't remember seeing him cook anything. Or we could watch anything with Junpei. I guess you can't do... You only can read with and plant as well. Fuka, I understand why you don't cook with her. Ken, you can only watch something with, and the coffee. Konomaru, obviously you can't do, you can only watch something with him. So that one's the only one that makes sense to me, because, you know, what the hell is the dog gonna do? I want to know what cooking the dog can do. Or what he'd be reading. But overall, it's a fun story. I don't mind it. Well, it does have a tragic end regardless of what ending you have. I feel like that more fits with the theme of the game. Although, because I'm probably not going to play Arena, I'm not that big in fighting games, and I don't know, maybe one day I will, but for now, a bit of a spoiler, it does bring up the idea that the protagonist may not exactly be dead as, you know, our ending tells us, because, yeah, the protagonist is gone. He's the only wild card, both with who gains the Universe Arcana instead of the World Arcana, and he's also the only protagonist to die. And that's true for female or male protagonists. But I think it's just because that was the theme of the game. Like, death is always the key of the story. Sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry. This is one hell of a game. Like, it keeps you going, keeps you guessing. And I do think the game did improve on a lot of aspects. Again, like, there is more focus with C's. Tartarus didn't feel that much of just a slog, because there was more to it. Wall admittedly did get rid of like certain things, like for example, we can't talk to our party members in battle anymore. Like, you could still hear them talking and all that, but also I'm not sure. I've never played the original, but I don't actually know if Aegis' social link exists in the original, and I do actually think, well, you can't give the option for, since the male protagonist never had social links with his male counterparts, with the male party members, they gave us at least the linked episodes, because that gave us something. Because yeah, there was nothing for Junpei, nothing for Akihiko, Konomaru, Shinji, and, well, fortunately there was nothing for Ken. I know I keep harping on Ken, it's just, there's nothing interesting about his character. He basically plays no role after really just wanting to kill Shinji, which is even worse. The guy's already beating himself up about that. And, like, you just want to make things worse for the guy. Like, nothing. Like, he's also, in the original, he wasn't that useful of a party member because he only learned instant kill moves, which, for all those of you interested, and especially because I never used them, instant kill moves mean goddamn shit in a Persona game. Because they're instant kills, they have a low hit rating. So the likelihood of trying to use them is you're most likely not going to. Even I think when we were trying the Elizabeth bonus fights, which I still say fuck those fights. There's a reason I don't do the Velvet Room intended fights, and that fight, I hope, should clearly tell you why that I'm not interested in those fights, because they are just pure hell. And we got a closing cutscene, which, yeah, is probably going to imply more what I plot. I told you already that Clear, yes, he did not make it. They did not make it in time, despite all their rushing. At least he died happy. That you load the save data you have here, you will start the game over, carrying over certain attributes from your clear data. If you override the original save, you will be unable to continue playing from that point in the game. If you load your clear data to the network, you will only be able to load it through the network. We recommend you save clear data to the console. Save clear data. And once again, we'll save right there. Yep. Press any button. Yeah, the load screen. This, originally, I'm going to do that. I'm going to mute this just so I can keep talking for a bit, and I'm not going to get worried about, how should I say, this overall being copyright hit because of the intro music. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Persona 3, it's a good game. It's got some missteps, I'll admit. For example, like I said, some social links are bad and just don't work. I mean, like I said, Kenji and Tsumetsu, I don't like their social links because, to me, there's no substance to them. And Kenji has nothing to his character. He just likes older women. That's it. That's it. That's his entire character. That was his entire link, the whole thing with the teacher, and no growth. It basically started the way it stopped, started the same way it ended. And Tsumetsu, there's nothing interesting to his character. Like, he's literally just, because apparently he was compared badly to his brother, he hates his brother, and it made him become the Gourmet King and just stuff himself with food, and he joined a cult. None of that was interesting. None of that, there was no substance to his character. Well, compared to other links, like the Emperor, he was one of the ones I compared and said I wasn't really a fan of, but at least you could see some improvement in his character. In the whole thing with the end, he said, I'm not going to be part of the student council, I want to be a teacher to help people more. Or even like Chihiro, who, while seemed like a scared girl who couldn't even stand up for herself, grows as a character, even stands up and tells the teacher, I know I gave you the money. Why am I being the one blamed for this? And he's, it was my fault. I'm sorry. I accidentally took it home with me. The teachers in this school are just all so shit. Especially Mr. Ono. What the fuck is wrong? I wasn't even remember us talking with a coworker about that one and just made me laugh. We point out, he does not seem like he should be teaching this class because he only wants to focus on his freaking Sengoku shit. Which is like, you're really bad for a history teacher. But like, the cast of characters, I'll admit, is fun. Like, even like other links are interesting. Like, well, sometimes admittedly, yes, it does kind of fare from the same issue that Persona 4 had with some of its links. But I think it's more because the idea behind those links. Links, for example, like the whole thing with the persimmon tree in Mitsuko and Funkenshi's link. Obviously, yeah, they didn't change anything for cutting it down, but it's given a reason and a point why, and we even say they're going to replant the tree. So maybe nothing changed in that situation, but at least there was a reason behind it. The whole focus on, like, even they said would be better what they saw. For example, compared to, like, Persona 4 with Yukiko. God, I always want to say Yukino. I don't know why. I know it's not her name. Apparently it's because that's a Persona 2 character, which apparently there's some references into this game. Like, for example, the whole thing with Maya's social link. That is a Persona 2 reference. You're not going to get it if you don't play the game, but I still found Maya's link was especially fun. I'm only a little sad that one you don't get for the female protagonist, which I will admit. Well, I hate that. I'm sad we didn't get to play as the female protagonist because I don't hate Minato as a character. I do hate the fact that they wanted apparently what they canonized is his anime name. His actual character name is Makoto Yuki, which, when that came in for the anime movie, despite my issues with that was fine. The problem is, we now have Makoto Nijima as a goddamn playable character from 5. And so, maybe, don't pick the goddamn name that's already a freaking character name. You already have Makoto. And you're going to tell me, well, there's multiple characters with the same names and all that. And I'm like, yeah, but how many of them are goddamn protagonists? Like, I don't care for the female protagonist. You could call her Kotami, Minato, or Hamako. I don't care what the name they give it. I go with Minako because that's the one I know. Top of my heart. Sure, a lot of them are tone. I don't mind any of that. But that's not what my rant is like. Basically, but there are a lot of fun social links that are cool and interesting to see. But you see character growing. And while some of them, yes, they end up in the same place. For example, Kaz. He was always going to be a track star. And even I said earlier, I can't really see a difference with him. Like, while admittedly his social link was in the original was multiple options: kendo, pool, swimming, and track. He always came across when I've seen him. And again, this is because most of my experience with Persona 3 is playing the female protagonist. He always seemed like a track fan. And honestly, track makes the most sense for me if you ask me. Well, some people would say kendo because main protagonist is known for using a sword, which is technically something that wasn't true in the original. But I think also I was talking to a coworker. We brought up the idea that track is probably the best one for experience with the leg. Or I'm going to point out this. Well, we didn't get to see this link sadly because despite my best efforts, I did not max out all the social links. Hiraga, which I came close to only with him, is just if we had that last day, we could have freaking got him on the last day. I would have loved to do his link. but he would have left the art club and become a doctor, which the whole thing we see theoretically from his social link. And again, I brought this up. He was another one. Art club is technically just the option he ended up in this game. You have 3 options he could, which means despite the fact, he's been showing as a fan of the art club, he was always going to be doctor. It's just the option for him. Although I will make that, I wonder reference, does that mean Fuka apparently joins whatever also club? I don't know enough from experience with the male protagonist. I will say another thing that I do like that they improved on this is in the original Persona 3, you had to date all the girls. Because if you didn't date them, that would break the social link. And while, yes, this game I did do the whole thing with the male protagonist dating all the girls, something I did not do in my playthrough of Royal, because I know for a fact on Valentine's Day, what happens, Joker would get beat the shit by every girl he's dating, which, yeah, not very interested in playing with that. I would be honestly curious to see how he dates with the other girls. And with Golden, while in 4 originally, yes, no, you could date all the girls and nothing happened. When they added with Golden for Valentine's Day, you'd have to break up with all of them but one. But this one, as you can see, nothing happens. Partially because, one, we're not actually present playing time for Valentine's Day, so no Valentine's Day event. And just nothing comes. But to be fair, you can, I think, lose them only depending on when you get with them. But since we usually focused on one girl at a time at that time, there was no issue. But yeah, I'm probably just rambling. I'm a little bit doing this to fill time, but also just because there's a lot to say about this game, and honestly, I can't probably put it all to work. I do think Reload is worth a playthrough. I mean, if you don't want to play it or want to stick with the original ones, sure, go ahead. It's perfectly fine. Whatever Persona version you want to play. Like, I'll admit, despite not ever wanting to play the male protagonist, although now that I did, I was actually able to do one thing. Now I can actually say I've played a Persona game, all 3 of the Persona games that were with the style that 3 has set up. I've actually ended up ending up with the lovers or kind of girls as girlfriends in all 3 of them, because I've done it with On. Pretty much every single playthrough I've had, I've dated On for 5. 4, I did Rize. 3, Yukari. I was joked that whenever I play the female protagonist, you can never end up in a romance arc with Yukari. I don't know why I favor the lovers, but that's just a ramble on. This has nothing to do with the game. But yeah, overall, it's a fun game. I enjoy it. Kind of makes me want to see a Reload version anime, because we do have an anime for the movie, I just don't think the movie plays the story well enough or focuses on the wrong things. But overall, Reload is a fun game. I enjoy it. It's got its ups and downs. I could go on and off about every little thing, but it's fun. It's clever. I enjoy it. I like the updates to Tartarus. I like the more focus on the party. I like the improvements. I like the Theragies. They're actually pretty damn cool. And honestly, I kind of wish and do hope they both carry that over for another game, or in Persona 6, or if we potentially, I know I harped on this idea a lot, but I kind of wonder if they could remake Persona 4 like they did 3. I want to see how it will go. It's interesting enough, if you ask me. Damn, sorry, I'm just seeing all these notifications on my phone. It's interesting enough, and honestly, the comments. I also do hope they actually would be interesting to see if they can bring Theragy back. Also, I do hope, kind of like with the Baton Pass in 5 and Shift in this one, they do bring that back. That little unique thing with the passes, because honest to God, I do think it was actually a pretty clever, and it's a unique and clever thing. It allows you to play more to the strategies, and they're just both kind of cool. Plus, I like how it did reflect each character. Well, I hope they can at least improve on it as well, especially Theragy, because as it said, some people's characterization weren't exactly obvious how you update them. Although, as we kind of saw, I don't know if that was the mode we played in, since most times I've played these games, I've never gone past easy. Not that I don't think I can handle it, but one, partially because Persona games can be really fucking annoying. As all Persona games I know of, 3, 4, and 5, if your protagonist is defeated, you lose automatically. It's something I don't really like playing with, because you could lose by pure bad luck. Or running into something that's just pure bad or stupid or not something you wouldn't expect, like the goddamn Elizabeth fight. Man, I still can't believe it. When I used Armageddon too early, she fucking nukes me. I swear. I don't like the Velvet Room attendant fights. They're too insane, too what the fuck, and just no. My first one was trying to face the twins. They at least let you have party members. But overall, I like the cast of characters. They're fun, they're interesting. I mean, for the most part, like I said, I'm not exactly a fan of Ken. I've said my parts. I will say, one other thing I do wish they don't carry over is how they generated XP in this game. And that one I have to say I really don't like because it comes across as more awkward. Well, I understand the idea it's split between the party members. The problem I don't like with that is in the other games, it makes it clear that the XP you're gaining is what you're gaining. But this one, it shows us a result that, as far as I can tell by looking at it, it doesn't look like we get that XP, which is also one of the reasons why I basically in this game, well, before I was using, when I played before with games, well, admittedly only Persona 5, since I would never try to face the Reaper in 4, especially without the whole safety, peaceful mode, because he would kill me any chance I would try to. And I never tried to face the Reaper when I was this high of a level, even though I'm pretty sure at my max level, whatever, I'm rambling now. So, moving on. Where was I? Oh yeah, the whole thing is why I basically, the first chance I could, I faced the Reaper just to get past the level, because I don't want to deal with the whole idea. I'm trying to grind up experience, but I can't actually tell how much experience I'm getting in a fight to be closer to a next level. Because it could say I got 1,000 experience, and my experience bar basically went up like 7 points. That I don't like. Like, I get it, it's trying to show your experience is gained through all your party members, but the problem is it doesn't come across clear what you're actually gaining as experience. Well, obviously, maybe you could be trying to calculate it split between 4 or whatever other rules for the experience, but like that's not worth it. Why not just tell me the experience I'm getting for leveling? Don't give me 1,000 XP, but I'm actually getting like 10. I don't fucking need that. Just show me the XP I'm getting. And if I have less party members, show me the XP that's split. I'm still getting. Don't show me 1,000 points and I'm not getting 1,000. It just makes it's more of an annoying feature for grinding. And especially compared to me, a lot of things I think for Persona 3, it was more noted the idea that we're supposed to be grinding up to a certain level for like, that's good to be for the full moon. But this one, it just didn't come across that idea. And I will admit, like, well, they didn't carry over the social links for the male protagonists. I do like the linked episodes as well. They're not perfect, like showing off as much the social links, but they do at least show and give more to the characters. It shows and grows the bonds. Like, well, honestly, Konomaru, since I didn't even realize his link was then, not sorry, I honestly thought brushing was his link, which I thought was a really weird link, but whatever. No for next time. And hopefully next time I'll actually be able to max out all the links, because I do really want to see those links. Also, I do kind of wish there was more things to do at night. Well, obviously, once you could start doing things with your party members, we had some nights where we could do it, but I was just filling time after I finished the 2 links we had. And the arcade, when I maxed out Arsene's stats, because that was just fun. I still want to do another playthrough where I get him to 99. One day, mate, one day. But overall, yeah, there's not much more I can say about the game. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's got its ups and downs. It definitely makes me excited for whenever the hell we're getting Persona 6, because we apparently have gotten the color teased and the symbol and some background information. Also, or even just potentially, what would Persona 4 be? I would hope they would do it based off Golden, because, well, Golden, at least, especially with how big Marie was a character, Golden just seems rather well. Plus, Golden was, the golden route. Which feels fitting. But, yeah, also I'm kind of curious if they could give us a Persona 3 anime based off the characterization of Reload. But, yeah, on that note, so we'll call it a little earlier tonight, since we've already basically finished Persona 3 Reload, and there's no point. And, unfortunately, I think it's too close to our usual end time anyways, that my original idea was potentially maybe starting what the next journey for the night show is going to be, but unfortunately I think at this point we're going to temporarily close the tab on Persona 3, on the story of the tale of Persona 3 Reload, because while we've reached the end of Persona 3, what we haven't, that doesn't mean there isn't a little bit more. And what I mean by that is, while it's not officially out yet, there is a kind of epilogue to Persona 3. Well, the next major actual event where you would see any of the cast from Persona 3 would be Arena. There is a little bit of a sequel to Persona 3. While Persona 3 didn't get exactly as much spin-offs as 4 did, or 5, the closest you could say with them, they got Arena, which I think only most of Persona 3's cast was only in Ultimax. I actually don't remember how many of them were actually in Arena. It may have been almost none of them, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I've never actually played the Arena games, and I've only read about them. But there's Arena, and technically you can make a case for Q, but Q is also kind of weird because it's not exactly a spin-off, but it's not actually it'd be more better to say that it's a midquel, but overall, there is a bit of a sequel called The Answer. Unfortunately, for our stream and our tale right now, The Answer I don't believe will come out until September, so I'll probably, when that comes out, I will go buy it, make sure, because I haven't even bought it yet, I keep meaning to, but I've got PlayStation cards saved up on default with money, so I should be able to pay the... But, yeah, so when The Answer comes out, either I'll finish the game, will be currently whatever tale and we're going through, or I'll take a quick breather pause on it just so we can play The Answer. I don't know how long it will take us, but I'll play The Answer and it will be the complete and utter actual finish for our tale of Persona 3. Because, yeah, the way the story ends, I'm not exactly sure, expecting a whole lot of other things coming for it, because this is pretty much the end of Persona 3. Because, yeah, even without The Answer, there's not much more to say for Persona 3. Because once this happens, that's basically it. There's nothing more to Persona 3's tale, because, well, for example, there's nothing more. I mean, they faced the Dark Hour, they pushed back Tartarus, and yeah, there's nothing more to the deal. Yeah, now I am just a little bit trying to run the clock because I can see where it's almost 9:30 anyway. It isn't, so it has almost been 2 hours for us, but yeah. Without further ado, I do rather say this was a fun journey, and honestly, I wish there is more I could show to this game. There was more we could do. Now, for example, this is the only game that actually plays the hot spring scene properly. I still hate how they, in 4 and 5, they've just basically butchered the idea. Because, again, it's another one I've harped on so many times with it, but it never actually matches the element that Persona 3 had. Also, I will admit another little negative. Why did they bother changing the name for Operation Babe Hunt? It literally meant nothing, and it changed nothing for the story. It's. I get the idea behind that third character, the whole way she was changed, and how it was apparently seen as transphobic. I'm not going to comment on that. I try to stay politics out of my streams. And honestly, I don't care for all that politics talk or anything, but for the name Operation Babe Hunt, it's whatever. I will say this, if we get Persona 6, please get rid of the Hot Springs choke. If you're not going to try to keep it to the same element, actually 3, which, worked, don't, because no one needs a joke where the whole point is, oh, guys are accidentally caught peeping on the girls in the hot springs and then they beat the shit out of them. Especially, it's never treated as the guy's fault, despite how in 3... But on that note, I want to say something else because I don't want to leave it on just marking it. I'm probably going to have repeated myself multiple times. But 3, it was a fun game, a colorful cast of characters that all had their unique traits, and and without it, we would not have games like 4 or 5, and honestly, who knows where the Persona franchise would have come up. Would it have ever been different than the rest of the MST games? Would it never have gone past Persona 2? I don't know, but without 3, we wouldn't have the games like we've had right now. And I absolutely have been a fan of Persona since I saw the anime for 4. I even remember, I think earlier this year or maybe last year, I rewatched 4 just because I felt like it. I was interested in the story. I actually do really enjoy it. Because these were fun games, and honestly, sometimes it's just nice to be able to play a game, experience, and just have some fun. That's one of the reasons I'm a gamer and why I entertain. And hell, even one of the reasons I'm here on Twitch. If I can put a smile on someone's faces and make you smile, I'm happy to do so. But I've probably kept you rambling and stuck on this screen for quite a while. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who entertain my show, send it my way. I'll happily entertain you all. And I don't just mean that I ain't just saying words to give myself a fun little tag here. I truly mean it. Also, subscribe. You can only help the channel out, and if you're wondering what those benefits for subscribing are, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to share. And on that note, I shall close the book on this tale, but catch us next time as we start a brand new one. But one little thing before we go, since I usually stream Monday through Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, but since there will be no stream on Friday, doesn't mean you're gonna be without me streaming at all. I will most likely be doing a stream on Kick under the channel Grand Night 1, where we'll be continuing the story of Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trails. I'll probably be streaming at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Sadly, only on Sunday. I won't be doing a Saturday stream. But if you're interested and want to see more of me, feel free to check out that Kick Grand Night 1, and I'll happily entertain you all then. So I'll either see you guys maybe on Sunday or next Monday. But whenever I see you, enjoy your weekend and have some fun.